I'd like to call the meeting of the Development Review Board to order, May 7th, 2019. Okay, Dan.
Okay, first item on our agenda this evening are the minutes from the last meeting.
Any changes? No, Charles?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Oh, good. All in favor?
Abstain. I wasn't here for the last one.
One abstention.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is, I'm going to skip over disclosure of any ex parte communications or conflicts of interest.
Have any? Don't see any.
We do ask that everyone who presents this evening sign our witness sign-up sheet, which is on the podium over there, and includes the following oath statement. I solemnly swear or affirm under the pains and penalty of perjury that the statements I make, testimony I give, and other evidence I submit to the Development Review Board at the Board's public hearing held on this date shall be true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. So that's up on the podium. We do have one hearing this evening. It's 107 Depot Street. It's a two-lot subdivision. This application was reviewed preliminarily by the application review panel last evening. There were no concerns raised, but however, Eamon Mulligan will present the application to the board.
Right. So, as Dan said, I am Eamon Mulligan. I work for MSK Engineering. I am here to present the subdivision for the 107 Depot Street building to be basically removed from the remainder of the parking lot. So the proposed lot would incorporate the building itself along with the adjacent parking area to the south as well as to the east of the existing building, leaving the remainder of the lot still accessible for parking.
Any questions from the board? Yes, go on.
What are you going to use the property for after it's subdivided?
I believe it's going to be for commercial use.
What is it?
Any other questions? No.
No, you didn't finish.
I'm not, I asked him what it was. You said commercial use, but I wanted to know what it is exactly.
A distillery, I believe.
You believe? Okay. The reason I asked, I tried to clarify with Dana earlier, according to the bylaw, part of it, for that mixed use, it says, let me go. Give me a second. 29 here.
Yes, but,
107, yeah. Yeah, it does read that all land to be subdivided shall, in the judgment of the Development Review Board, be of such a character that it can be used for intended purposes, okay, as stated in the application. And I don't see where it was stated in the application what the use is going to be. That's the question. That's being picky, but that's the way it reads.
I understand.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Bob.
you said they're going to tear the building down?
No.
Oh, I
No,
thought
they're
you
going to refurbish the building.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I understood it going down.
Yeah, the building will not be torn down. It's under contract for a distillery and a tasting room, and it will be renovated. That was widely reported in the banner, so I'm not giving away information that's not public.
Okay. Okay, well, I didn't read the banner, so.
Right. No, I just want to know it's not new this evening. It's not new this evening.
Okay.
And the other question I had, all the remaining land around it belongs to the town of Bennington?
That's correct.
So that's why you're subdividing this piece from that?
That is
Okay,
correct.
all right.
Yes.
Yeah.
How will the parking be controlled in the spaces that are being sold off with the parcel? I mean, are they going to be marked that it's private parking or anything like that? Or, I mean, there doesn't seem to be any physical distinction between
That is
public
correct.
lands and
That-
private land.
That I would assume that they will be marking the spaces specific for those lots, or for the lot,
Signage.
signage.
Any other questions?
Being out there with it.
Not a question, but I would, don't know if it's the proper time or not, but I would recommend that on future applications for subdivisions, it does put the use in, as it says in 8.3, put the use in there. Thank you.
You have a question?
Should we bring that up?
Do you need?
Do you need me to go to the?
Yes, you have to go up there and sign.
Unfortunately.
Do you need me to sign in?
Yes, please.
You're on TV.
So, good evening, my name's Wendy Klein Faller, I will. My husband, I think, was at the review board meeting last night, and I'm here in his stead because he had other commitments this evening, and he just wanted me to reiterate his concern over parking, that, you know, the spaces that are there now are already very well utilized, and he's quite happy with the notion of this business coming into town, but he is concerned that there isn't enough parking to accommodate the customers of this business. So if you were to look at the spaces when they're in use by the town offices and the other businesses on North Street, there is often no parking in those spaces. There's no available parking. So he has asked me to just re-communicate his concern over the forethought around parking when bringing in businesses, that it shouldn't be an afterthought if the business brings in the customer base that we hope it will be, that then we say, oh, there's a parking problem, but to anticipate the success of the business and make sure there's enough parking to accommodate it.
Dan, are there any regulations regarding the number of spaces a business such as this is required to have?
Because of its proximity to that public parking lot and the Bennington Station public lot, doesn't need to have a certain number of spaces on site.
Okay.
So it currently meets current parking requirements?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Would it be too much to ask if, where it says paved parking, if it would be lined so they can be parking in there in an orderly manner? There's gonna be parking where it says paved parking there, obviously. Instead of just mumble jumble, could we ask the applicant to have it marked off?
Well, under a site plan review, if they were gonna make changes to it, I think that's perfectly appropriate. But
Are they gonna come in front of us for the,
they will, I know that they'll be coming before you for changes to the exterior of the building. I don't know if they're gonna make any changes to the site
well, they'll be coming for us anyway.
for the exterior of the building, yes.
Okay.
Ron, I think this paved parking, I think there's a back door to this building. So you really can't park there. That's where they used to keep their trucks and all.
Yeah, okay, then,
So,
okay.
you know, you can't have people parking there because they block the door.
Okay, the parking is just along this, what side are you on here? Left side
Be
down?
the east side.
East side? So the parking is just on the east side then?
Just for that building, yes.
for
Those
that
will be
building.
their spaces. And then the public parking.
And then the rest is all public.
You got public parking over there, of course, yeah. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Shirley.
Any other questions?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Need a motion? What's your pleasure?
Move to accept it as presented.
I can't hear you.
I move we present it as, no, we approve it as presented. I'm like tangled, tangled up there.
I'll second it.
I think Bill seconds it. Any discussion? All in favor? Well said.
Thank you, Eamon.
Yeah, whatever. No, but that's right. I mean, right, usually that shows.
Yeah, you're right. I brought it up. That you know I'll have it on.
Do we need a motion to adjourn, Charlie?
Need a motion to adjourn?
Nah.
We're happy. We're dry in here.
You want a motion to adjourn?
I make,
I'll move to adjourn.
your turn, Bill.
I already did it 3 times, somebody else do it.
I'll second.
Got a second. All in favor?
Thank you. Thank you.